All right. Oh, what'd you think about this morning's class?
Oh, I thought it was great. It was good. It was good, good, good.
Moving in a good direction. And I love it. I love it. Yeah, moving in a good direction. So, how did you feel about your part, the conversation?
I was, I pray and ask God to give me the words to say. And I felt like he moved through me. So I was happy. I'm like, I just want to be a willing vessel. And I think that, it blessed the people. So I'm happy.
You are definitely in your vein. I even see elevation with you on so many levels. Wow. And I'm so happy to be a part of this season with you also, that I do believe God is going to be releasing a whole lot. And I hope you're ready for it, because I believe payday, your payday is on the way.
Hey, receive it.
Yes. Well, I want to kind of jump into the conversation. I'm hoping that Sabrina checks her emails or whatever. I think it may be that I think that there wasn't a confirmation for today. I think that's what the issue is. So I sent it to both of you guys, and hopefully she'll jump in just a few minutes. But we'll just go over just a few things, Karina, and then there'll be some other things that you and I would talk privately, about that we kind of mentioned last week. But we were today going to meet about the summit for the singles event. Yesterday, God gave me a little bit more instructions with that to not do that right now. Oh. I got to lead up to it. And I want to do some other things to try to lead up to that type of event. One, I'm not giving myself enough time to plan properly, because that's right around the corner and it's not enough time to do that. So we're going to do something, but we're not going to do that per se. I still want to look at having, I'm not quite sure on this one just yet. The only one that I am absolute solid about is October. That's a yearly event that I do. And we were originally going to do it in the month of June, but I'm thinking that I'm going to combine all of it together and do one major summit, a family summit in the month of October. It's normally for our women, but I do believe that the total family can benefit from these things. And then it'll give us plenty of time to kind of get through some of the things that we're being the shiftings. I think God is shifting us a whole lot, and then even teaching us about proper planning time too, because in order for you to set it up properly, you won't want to be shabby out there doing anything. And then I don't want y'all's first experience with me to be anxious and anxiety and all that kind of stuff. I don't want that to happen. So what God did reveal to me, that was yesterday when he showed that. And I'm a believer that God prophesies in parts. He gives it to us in little bitty portions with it. The next thing was you coming to Texas, you being here. I've thought about us doing actually something while you are here, because that was my next thing was, oh my God, if I move that to that weekend after, Karina won't be here, and I'm going to miss out on the essence of the live portion of it. So I want to do something with you. When you get here, what are your times? That's what I need to get down. I need to get when are you're actually arriving on a Sunday?
Yes, let me pull it up right now, my itinerary. Where is it? It is a Sunday that I arrive. Go to travel.
What time are you scheduled to be here?
I think I arrived like early morning or like early afternoon. Let's see. Because I didn't know like about how people are doing church. If you all are still
we're still doing virtual services, but just depending on okay, she says she's finishing up a meeting. We're still doing virtual services, but if you are coming, are you comfortable going into the building, Karina?
You know what? I haven't been inside of a building in a long time, but I think I am, as long as I got my mask.
Okay, what we may do, the Potter's House has not opened up yet, and anything could change by that time, but I do have a backup. I want us to go to one community. I want us to go to that church, one community, and one community, they are open. And this is a area where there are young adults like yourself that are there that I think you will fall in love with.
Oh,
One
wow.
community
Okay.
church. So go out there, check it out. I'm going to send you the link to it, and that you can go out there and check it out. How old are you again, Karina?
I'm 44, so
Okay,
I'm
you're
kind of
44.
middle age.
Okay. Well, what I was saying, I want you to meet my daughter also.
Okay.
Let me go back. Yeah, I want you to be able to meet my daughter, and because Jessica goes there also, but I definitely want her to, you know, start getting some good company, good fellowship, and things like that. So, but I'm gonna post this in the page here so that you can
Okay.
get the link to One Community. It's out in Plano, Texas, and
Okay.
really a blessed place.
All right. Well, I
Uh,
see all the stuff from Travelocity, but I don't see my. Let me see. Where's my notification?
Sorry, ladies, I'm a little bit late.
Oh, hey.
you're okay.
Hey.
You're okay. We're trying to get some a link over to her right quick. Let's see. Y'all give me just 1 second. Hey, Amber, are you signing up for Dream Builders? Or are you doing the 21-day session? Or are you trying to do both? Because I just got a booking from you that's for the 21-day. The class that I was telling you about is actually the one where we have the community of people that's there. That's the actual Dream Builder class. All right. All right. All right. Sabrina, she's just trying to find, I'm trying to get her arrival time for getting here to Texas. I'll share this with you while Karina is trying to find that. I'm just talking to God more about the singles aspect of, because that's what we're coming in to meet about. God has given me instructions not to do that right now. We don't have enough time to plan for it, not to plan the way we really want to do for that. So what I am looking at, I want to combine everything together and just do one big summit this year, because my time schedule is just not lining up like I want to. All these different programs that are going out, and we're going to do the big one in October, like we did last year, the major summit with that. But there's another part to this. Karina's going to be here on the 14th of March. I want to do something personally with her to where we actually do a session. So you're going to be here. Oh, you'll be here that evening at 1:58.
Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna miss church then. I thought I was gonna be there earlier.
Hold on. I didn't know.
Where do you live, Karina?
I wonder if Chicago.
Oh, right, yeah.
Are you in Texas too?
No, I'm in South Carolina.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, just 1 second. Okay, Amber, the 21 days starts on Sunday, 21 days from there. Dream Builder starts on March the 1st. Okay. Mine come back. I just did a live, and so people are reaching out to me from that live this morning, trying to get into the classes. So it's a good thing. But I want to do something while Karina is here. I know a lot of people are not joining together right now or anything, but there are some people that are doing it with all of the safety precautions of, you know, making sure that we stay social distance and all of that. What I'd like to do is I wanted to add a value piece to like what we're doing with Dream Builders, and we're talking about that healthy awareness, relationship, our health, all of that. I want to be able to do something to where we can do a live setting with people that can actually come into the building. They'll be masked up as well. They can come in, but we also do a virtual setting. I don't want it to be anything that's gonna make us have to do a lot of planning. I don't have the bandwidth for that right now. I don't have the energy for that right now. So I want to save all that energy for the event that's going to be in October. But I do want to do something on a smaller scale while Karina is here. Now, Sabrina, that is actually moving it up a week. And the conversation that we're having, I would like for you to be in on that conversation, but I know that you will be virtual, you know, like all the other things. And I want us to kind of see what that looks like for all of us. I know you've already talked to Daniel about that week for the 25th, 26th, 27th of March, but that's not going to be enough time for us to plan something for singles during that time. Not the way that I want to, because I can't get my mind wrapped around it enough. But something that's going to be like with the dream builders, or that's dealing with our health, something that's right off the dome with us. I don't think it's going to take a whole lot for us. I think we can find a space, maybe a hotel space or whatever. Even Karina, if it's just you and I doing it by ourselves, we can be in there and we can actually host a small virtual setting there. It may turn out major, but that's not what we're trying to do. That's not what we're trying to do. We just want to be in a position to where maybe we have 2 little pub tables, we have our laptops that's there, 2 chairs in a small room or whatever, and we launch from there. Or we can be the 2 of us, we can invite a few people, no more than about 20 people into the setting, because I'm quite sure there are some people that want to meet you also that will travel from my hometown, that will come here, that will travel from Texas somewhere and come here. Those will probably be the people that we could allow into, if it's a big enough space to do that. And then we can also do a virtual setting with that as well. I have the capability to do that, and it would not take a lot of energy to do it, but it's so far something on a major scale where I got a whole lot of speakers coming in. I don't have the bandwidth for that right now, because it takes a whole lot of putting together. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. So is that something that the 2 of you would be interested in doing with me? Because I really don't even want a whole lot of people on the planet. I just want the 2 of y'all. I want the 2 of y'all and Dr. Jenkins. I don't want a whole lot of other people in on it.
Okay. Yes, I am so down for that. I will be back in school that week because my spring break ends the 14th. And so I will be in classes, but we could just work around my classes or whatever. And they're not anything that could really hinder us, but I'm definitely down for it. I have actually prepared like a PowerPoint for singles, and we could use that if you are
still use that. Yeah.
Yeah,
We can still use that. So Karina, what my thoughts are, okay, so you're going to be in class Monday through Friday, or you're going to be just in class period the whole time?
Not the whole time. Like I have class on Mondays at 6:30 that night. And I think I might have my midterm that Monday. So I might have to be serious on Monday. But then Tuesday, I don't have class. Wednesday, I have a pretty full day. I host a mosaic gathering at 11. And then I have class at 4. And then I teach at 6:30.
So that's a busy day. Okay.
And then Thursday, I have class that week. Are we off? Yeah, I have class that week because he does every other week. So I have class that Thursday morning, 8:15 till 10:45. And then I have formation from 11 to 12. And then I don't have any
on Thursday.
That's on Thursday. Yeah. Then I just have youth that evening, which is the Black Love series. So I don't really have a night class Thursday. And
okay. Thursday night is another option, and I want to kind of go somewhere with this. What my thoughts are is that you're going to be here. You're scheduled to be here like at 1:45, something like that. I don't want to catch you when you're really busy or anything like that. So if we could look at maybe hosting something that Sunday evening, that Sunday evening when you first get here. That would probably be better for us. That way you can concentrate on, the things that you need to do throughout the week. And then on Thursday, we may have a mini summit on Thursday. Instead of the singles coming into the class, they can actually come into the summit on that particular night,
Oh, that's fun.
That's a thought anyway of something that I'm thinking about. That's like a 2-hour summit. That's just our regular class that we're having. And what we can do, we can talk about all of these communication levels. And if possible, if you have individuals that would be willing to volunteer their time to do that, to come in on the panel with us, that may be something that we can go with as well, Karina. That's just a one-day event that we're doing on that Thursday. But like I say, nothing major. And that one, the only thing that we'll need to do is if we can kind of hash out some conversation topics, this morning, and then we find individuals that may be willing to kind of talk on those levels for what that 2-hour period that we have or whatever, we can do that. Second thing, you're going home on Friday. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
If you're going home on Friday, and I think that was the day we were trying to eliminate because that's Lauren's birthday on the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I go home that 19th, that Friday. I think I leave at 11:24 a.m. Oh wait, am I looking at? No, I'm looking at the wrong one. Hold on, let me go back. That Friday, I leave at 2:30 and get here at 5. But I know you going to visit down with Lauren, right? Are you
Yes.
leaving on that Friday or Saturday?
I'm thinking it'll probably be, I normally leave on Fridays.
Okay.
I normally leave on Thursdays, but it'll probably be a Friday because I want to be still with the singles class. I don't want to be moving around. The only thing, Karina, that I'm thinking about, like with the singles, that may be a lot of information for nighttime, for that late. Let's just do the Sunday.
Okay.
If we can just do the Sunday and stick to that, because I wanted to actually spend some time with you too. And look like the only day that you're going to be open is Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday will be open. And Monday, like I have class on Monday, but like only thing I have is my counseling session is at 11, and then my class is at 6:30. Because I'm gonna tell my boss that I'm gonna be gone, so he gives me grace.
All right, so we can do something on. I'm trying to figure out the day that I need to take off. So that's on the 14th.
The 14th is that Monday. I think the 15th is Tuesday.
Okay. Let me back up. Okay, so the 15th. You don't have anything scheduled on Tuesday, right?
Oh, the 16th is Tuesday. The 16th. Let me just be sure, but I don't have class for sure. I know that. And then oh shoot.
What you got scheduled?
I just moved my I'll get it moved again. I just moved remember I told you I meet with my sister? That's on the 16th at 3:30. But that's only for 1 hour. I don't know, but I don't want to have that in for the day.
What I want to do, let's go ahead and keep it for the 16th, and whatever you're doing with your sister, I mean, you can do that. Is that like a mentoring session that you're doing with her?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine, because what my thoughts are, depending on the weather, is that we're going to go to Kemah, which is outside of Houston. We're going to travel there that morning just to spend the day and then come back home. It's just a turnaround trip. It's not like the whole time, but you can stop in between if you need to stop to talk to your sister, things like that. We can make arrangements for that.
Nice. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds good.
So that's the 16th. So let's look at that Sunday, the day that you come in on the 14th. Let's look at doing something Sunday evening. If you get here, at 1, you're here about 2 or something like that. If we set up something for like maybe 4:30, that means you'll have to be thinking on the fly as far as time management, things like that, getting to the hotel, all of that, getting set up. And but Sunday, I think may be a better day. And if not, Karina, if it's too much, we can always wait and do it another time.
No, I think we can work that out. That should be fine. Okay.
All right. Because I definitely want to have some time with you. Sabrina, what is your schedule looking like? That's on the 14th. We're trying to maybe do a little small summit gathering, not a summit gathering, just hosting a 1-day, a small event, just talking to people about, the things that we've been dealing with in our Dream Builders class. Is I want to deal with things of relational value, things that people are your family, making sure that these people are important and they are at the top of your list, and you're not, putting them on the back burner, different things like that. And then also coming in to talk to us about our health, our wellness, all the stuff that we've been talking about, at the end of on our Friday calls. I wanted to do something that pertains to that. So Sabrina, what is your Sunday on the 14th looking like?
So usually, I have church, but I can do that also online. So I can, I'm not serving at the moment. So, I could be moving that. So what time are we looking at in the morning?
I don't think you'll have to move that because Karina doesn't get here until 1:45,
I
something.
think, yeah, like 1:58 or something.
Yeah, she won't be here until 2 o'clock, so it will be after that. It'll probably be about 4:30 that we do something.
Okay, yeah, that should work. If I know that, I don't lay any appointments that day to schedule. So we have our meetings. I mean, I have to look at the time difference, right? So you're 1 hour prior.
I know.
Oh yeah, right.
So
what time zone are you on? You're on
I'm
Eastern?
EST. I'm EST, so I'm just 1 hour ahead. So it's 10:21 here.
So that will be like 5:30 for you.
Yeah. If I know that, and can how long do we plan? 2 hours, 3 hours? I don't know, like the meeting.
I think 2 hours would probably be enough for that first gathering that we're doing.
Yeah, because what I recognize too is, even with those online sessions, if you if 3 hours often can already be a lot, especially what we're talking about, because this is a topic that people have to digest. We have to give them time to even maybe have little breaks in between to digest it, and maybe even write it down, or maybe just make some notes and journal a little bit during the session, because I feel like, just for myself, like being in those sessions, and if you have 2 hours of and we're unloading a lot to digest, which they definitely need the recording to watch, and that's what it's for. But yeah, I would also not do more than 2 hours.
Ladies, what if we can do maybe and we be packing it, we have to stay on target with our conversation, but I think we can do like 25-minute 25-minute conversations. That's still a whole lot. Give them an opportunity, like she says, to unpack all of that, and we will call that let's unpack this. Give people time to work through whatever that particular thing is. Maybe give them some like Sabrina did this morning. She showed us kind of a visual. When I saw a visual, I saw something else. And maybe that would be the time to where I come in with teaching them how to journal their way through. Let's journal through these conversations that we've had. Right. How do we break this down? How do we put this in bite-sized pieces and give them some assignments while we're there? Let's work on this. And what I could do is I could put some music in between, let them, enjoy the moment for a minute. And we go in and we start putting these things into place. You can actually put a timer on there also, like we're going to give y'all 5-10 minutes, just to, I wouldn't do that the whole time, because some people, their attention span a little bit longer than 25 minutes, but you don't want to give them like 5-minute break or whatever, because people do a whole lot of stuff in 5 minutes. They'll start making phone calls and everything else, but then coming back, with them. So I think the first thing we probably need to think about is how many different conversations do we need to have? Me personally, I would probably say maybe 3 major conversations, pieces of it, and we can stay in our lanes. Karina, your biggest thing is dealing with smart but scattered. That could actually be the topic of your conversation, is smart but scattered, and teaching them how to use that part of the executive suite, and really thinking through, if you've gone through trauma, you've gone through those types of things, those are going to be hindrances that are there, and you're wondering why you're not being productive, different things like that. These are some of the areas that's causing you not to be, which on a Sunday, how could this benefit them? A lot of you are getting ready to go back to work. You're already dreading it, because a lot of us deal with procrastination. What are some of the things that we can do to get to recognize why we are procrastinating, for one, and then what are some of those triggers that set us off? I got a lot of stuff on my mind. I can't hardly think through what my boss is saying. My boss is angry with me, whatever. We need to show them what that day is going to look like on Monday when they get back to the office, and then give them some strategies on how to work through that week, okay? How to work through that particular thing. The next one, and when Sabrina comes in and we're talking about that body, getting that body, I think I would call it keep it moving, keep that body. What was it? It's a program that I did. It's called, I think it was called Keep It Moving, and that's that body. got to do things to get up and keep your body moving. That's even mentally. You got to keep your mind in a positive place, because your emotions will take you into places where you are overeating. It takes you into a place to where whatever's in you is coming out somewhere. It's coming out like a toxin somewhere. And we got to find out where do you have open holes at?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you have open? Where we're normally supposed to be perspiring. We're getting toxins out of our body, but everybody's not perspiring like that. Their toxins are coming out, but they're coming out in other ways. You know, they're late for work. They're not finishing up things that they've started. And the body is being affected by it, because like you were talking about this morning, you got all those cortisones they firing off, and the body is not able to operate properly, you know, the way that it needs to. So how do I fuel my body to get that body to keep it moving? That makes sense, Sabrina?
Yeah, I was just looking at different ways on how we can, all right, like visualize it so people can choose, because I feel like, you know, we've not been growing up with all of this topic. For us, like, even knowing, people heard the term waste products for the very first time. They're like, what is waste products? We've never heard of these things. And I think to bring that awareness to those toxins and the toxic behavior, yeah,
we can actually title that one getting rid of toxic behavior.
Yeah, because keep your body moving.
Keep our body moving and ridding ourselves of toxins.
You said ridding?
R-I-D-I-N-G. Or is it R-I-D-D?
Ridden ourselves. Okay.
Of toxins. Just toxins, instead of not toxic behavior, but we putting toxins in our body in a lot of different ways. With sugar.
It's even there's a lot of it. Even a lot of people don't know with all the metals and chromes that is in our foods that cause toxicity, you know, like with medication, everything that has such a huge impact on toxicity level, in talking about bacteria levels and that kind of thing, balance. But where do you want me to pick them up though? Because I know, you know, it's not all dream builders, right? So it's going to be people also who are not part of dream builders, or who is the audience?
Yes, it's going to be people that are outside of dream builders as well. It'll be our people that we know, you know, just inviting to come in. So they're going to be on a lot of different levels. It's just the dream builders will probably know what you're talking about more, you know, because they're in the sessions with us.
Okay, it's just, you know, the point, especially also for Karina and me, to know, okay, where do we pick them up? Because, you know, where do they have conversations in their head about this, where we can pick them up where they're at to you know, bring them in, but not for also the dream builders to still get value, you know, because if they're at different places with what we already talk about, you know, it's like, okay, we don't want to talk about too much of the basics, because, you know, a lot of people have heard that already, but you want to just be able to,
What I would do, I would always start on first base. Always. You can bring people up to speed. You're paying attention to your audience, but always start on first base, you know, but keep your feet moving to know which direction you need to move in with that. So like, for instance, you're introducing to them. And this is where we all will probably have to go through training with ourselves to narrow our conversations down, or to maybe read over our scripts a little bit, or know our information so that we can power pack that in a small amount of time. But know that when you're starting at first base, you are introducing. See, because some of the people that the dream builders are bringing into that particular setting, they've been trying to invite people to come in, but they don't know how to explain it. They don't necessarily know how to, all they know is it's working for me, and they can't necessarily explain it to the other person. So when you're coming in with just a taste of, you don't have to talk about dream builders or anything. I'll be doing that part because that's who I am. I'm dream builders. So I'm coming in and helping people to get that personal development. That's what I help people to do, is make sure that you're working on your body, soul, and your spirit. Okay. So I may be that spiritual part. Karina will be that soulish realm, and you're going to be the body. We're all working on it. So when we come in, I'm just introducing to them, who I am. Always, because everybody doesn't know Sabrina. Tell them what you specialize in. Tell them a little bit of your story. This is what happened to me. And these are some things that I felt trapped in. And these are the 3 pointers. I would say do 3 points. These are the 3 things that stand out to me more than anything. And when you look at it, you want to think about, all right, what kind of people may be coming? We got people from Dream Builder, they're familiar. You got women coming in. You may have managers. You may even have husbands and wives. You may have fitness instructors. You may have health coaches, nutritional coaches. Who we are is who we're going to attract. Those are the people that's going to start coming in. So what would they need to know? Okay. So when you're talking to everybody, how many of you are fitness instructors? How many of you are coaches or whatever, and all of that. And when you're talking, you're getting a chance to gauge your audience a little better. And though you have a generic you have a message, it can be generic enough to where it can float into different places. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I may even bring Marcus on too, because Marcus he's actually the licensed therapist.
Yeah, I was thinking about some resources too. I know we shared the book with them, and we have that the worksheets that came with the book, but I was just thinking about some of the other people that I follow and look at it. And this one book that I got from Dr. Margaret Paul, Inner Bonding. It's an ebook that's free that I could share, that I think would really be a blessing to the people, because it starts with, like, you got to bond with yourself and love you. And then from that, everything else will flow out and you can get better.
Okay. All right.
I think what I thought about is maybe to give them a little questionnaire, like survey, where people can get that awareness of, like, just toxic behavior, like, because we often use like a little health survey, and I can just kind of restructure it so it fits to the audience, and it, has no branding, etc. on it, but it's just simple questionnaire with yes and no, where people can go through real quick, but they directly see areas where they're getting toxicity in their bodies and where they have to work on, so it gives them directions in their everyday behavior in life, to kind of learn what the mistakes are, and so for them to move forward. This is just a little fun play, which they can do to have that little survey for themselves, after this session, maybe to send it to them as a bonus.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, and I think, like I said, my part is going to be helping them with, well, when do I do all of this stuff? You teach them about managing your time properly, learning how to know what to say no to. You can't say yes to everything. Sometimes you just have to learn how to say no. And the people that don't know how to do it, I'm really going to be milking this thing. Grow your wings while you're going down. Mm-hmm. You got to learn how to grow as you go, and because a lot of times people are thinking that I got to get the full measure, I got to get an understanding. Yeah, you need to get an understanding, but you need to exercise your faith with things too at the same time. That's where the spiritual part of me comes in, is that I teach them how to exercise their faith, maybe through meditative practices, maybe through that 21 days of transformational thinking. It could be in a lot of different ways. And what I'm doing is I'm talking from my specialty area as how I know this works for them. This is my story, how this has actually worked, how this has benefited or whatever. So that means I may have to come on the tail end of it. Okay. On the tail end of it all, to talk to them. All right. Because you guys are trying to figure out, how do I wrap all this stuff in? Okay. And we come in and teach them how, okay, tonight, you guys get ready to go to bed. The first thing you're going to do, you're going to catch those thoughts. All the things that Sabrina, Serena, Marcus, if he comes in, have been talking to us about. We want to first start putting some things in order. What area am I leaking in? Where do I have holes at? You know, what's been going on in my life? Is it trauma that I'm dealing with? Is it, you know, just don't know how? Maybe I don't have the right circle of people around me. I don't have the right tribe. And if I don't, do I have something that needs to be removed out, that needs to be replaced? And I got to be ready to make the necessary adjustments with that. So we've gotten the information from you guys, and you guys have done your part of it. Now the rest of it is let the Lord come in and close it. It's kind of like altar call. We're bringing them into the altar call now. You make a decision about things that you need to do and to continue to grow, you know, on some other level. I think we need to have something that we lead them to. I know Sabrina has a program that she's offering, or if you do or don't, that may be a great time to have something to where we can lead them to you, to where, because they're going to be people that they want to know more about it. You know, because I can't get enough of hearing from you. I want to know more about it. How do I follow you? How do I keep doing that? Know what you have that you're going to offer them to where they can keep coming on there. You know, same thing with you, Karina. Where would they go to learn more about Karina? What do you have going on right now that can, you know, really keep motivating and encouraging these people to grow in those areas? If y'all haven't gotten that part of a business started, it may be time to do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've been thinking about
I don't think this is gonna be the last time we come together. I think God is ushering both of you into get your stuff together, get ready, because y'all got some valuable information that a lot of people can use out there. And whatever it's gonna take, asking the right questions, getting around the right people, whatever it takes to get you there, let's get y'all there. It's a world out there looking for both of y'all, both of you. Y'all not in that dream builder class for nothing. And we haven't come in contact with each other for nothing. I know what God has called me to do. I'm just one of those people that, hey, I'll make people think they can fly even when they ain't got no wings just yet. All I need to know is you got some potential, and then build you up in your faith, get you past all that lack of confidence, and you know, people turn your energy down and all them thoughts that's in your mind that you can't do anything about right now. Start growing your wings while you go down. I'm learning about myself, but I'm gonna be practicing moving my wings so that I can start moving. You don't have to do it in a big fashion. Do it small. Do something though, because these people need to have somewhere where they can be shifted over into y'all's area. This is a great time to start building your business or your brand. Don't waste any moments. Don't waste any moment. Do y'all have websites?
Nope. I'm working on it though. It's coming. But
when?
I need a date. Yeah, I think that today Sparkle and I are gonna talk about that too when we meet, about the book of my YouTube. Okay. I saw this thing that like it's called Balance. It's an app that like can help you build up a website. So I downloaded that yesterday and was playing around with it, trying to see what I could do.
I'll show you how to build a website. I built both of mine.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
I built both. I built the Summit website, and I built my personal website. Okay. It doesn't take a long time. Okay. You just got to get your mind getting. The only thing with me, I love the graphics, and I'll end up staying up all night long. Cause like yesterday, I didn't go to sleep at all. I stayed up 24 hours yesterday.
Wow.
Because I got that spark of energy that I needed for my website, and I stayed up and I couldn't let it go until I got it to where I wanted it to be.
We have so many of the same traits. It's so funny.
Yeah, but you don't have to, you know, I would say if you don't have to pay nobody to do no website, you do it on your own. Okay. Wix is very, very simple. And all you need to do is find a template of style that's out there. I can show you how to maneuver things around, how to bring your pictures in, how to, you know, get the right, if you want to put YouTube on there, all of it. I wish I could find this guy. I built him one for his radio show. It was phenomenal. Oh my God. I had his radio, his radio playing all the time, all of that. All of it was going. Another thing, I want y'all to think about this, because I really, really, really do like both of y'all. and really looking at doing some partnership with y'all. With the radio, on radio. Have you considered any of that, Sabrina?
Radio? Like being on radio? Not at all. I think because I haven't really put so much thought into that path, you know, like besides what I've been doing, you know, I've always shepherded people and, you know, did consultations, but I've never really tapped into going out there because I wanted to keep it as simple as possible, you know. So but yeah, never. I mean, I'm in the US, I don't even know radio shows here, really.
Well, I want you to think about it. I actually have a radio show. It's called It's a Family Affair. And I've been looking for the right people to be on the show with me, because I will not start it back up again when I don't have the right mindsets of individuals that are there. And all I need is the right people to be on that show with me that will keep conversation going. And if you guys have thought about it, that's a 1 day a week show. That like say for instance, what we're doing now, we can actually, you know, bring these people in to the radio show every week. We just need to find a day that fits all of our schedules, and that we let them know, hey, from this particular time, from 6 to 7, 8, and I'm just throwing numbers out there, that we have a radio show that's available for you guys to join in with. That one, they keep calling me, Ms. Marilyn, when you gonna get started back up? They know to keep calling because they know I'm coming back. Amen. I just will not. I'm learning. Do not move until God give you permission, and God will send the right people in. Marcus Wade is one of the ones that I want to be a part of the radio show too. And it's only because we have things in common with one another. We're in the same vein with each other. Dr. Jenkins, all of it. Demetrius, all of it. You know, just, I don't know, just something to think about, ladies.
It's actually been a desire of mine, and podcasting too. So yeah, I'm definitely on board.
Well,
Sabrina,
we can definitely,
yeah,
we can definitely run across, think about it, whatever. But it's a great tool, especially if you like to talk and you like to share and Sabrina, I've been seeing you out there building stuff. I don't know how she does that. I have no earthly idea how she getting those things to scroll up on that thing like that, but I will not take my mind over there just yet to do that.
What do you mean with the scrolling?
You got like when you were doing your affirmations.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That was something God told me 2 days before I started. So I was like,
yeah, I
don't know how to do none of that. I haven't gotten there yet.
It's coming for you. It's coming.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, ladies, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to jump off. My boss is doing a meeting with me at 10:30, and I got some paperwork that I got to finish up before she does that. I'm going to send you guys the recording. Let's go back and listen to the recording again. Yep. Let's put some things together. We need to meet again, and then I think we'll be okay with moving forward. Let's see. That's talking about, I think, okay, I'm in the wrong month. Okay, the first is, I think, guys, if we can maybe meet one more time and leave up to me to get the details over here worked out. All I need us to do is get our content together. Okay. On what we're going to be doing, the layout of it, all of that. And then I can go in here and tweak this website for the summit and let people begin to start joining in. But I would like to, my first initial thing is to always have things out on the 1st, but we are so close to, the 1st that they'll be pushing it. What y'all schedule like this weekend? Busy?
Today, the rest of today is kind of full. Tomorrow, let's see.
I have one major project for the weekend, but other than that, you know, I should have time to squeeze some time in to first of all get some thoughts down, to, you know, get the the structure first of all. I don't think I would get the whole presentation down, but just first of all, focus on, okay, what are the main figure point, like
What are
the
the main
points,
things?
the
Yeah,
points we want to cut, bring across. I think because if we have clarity on that, everything else falls into place.
it sure will. What do you guys think about, what is Saturday looking like for you guys?
I could make it happen on Saturday, I think. Is Women in Transition this Saturday?
No, it's
not?
on the 13th.
Okay. Yeah, I could make it happen on Saturday.
Like this Saturday or next?
This Saturday.
So tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow.
So I was like,
Because I'm gonna send y'all this recording in just a few minutes so we can go back and listen to it again. So
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a meeting from 4 to 6. And then I'm just gonna be doing homework. I got a couple papers due before we go on spring break.
okay.
Yeah, probably like, around that lunchtime, around what you said, like 4 to 6, maybe around 2, 3.
So between 2 and 3. What you
Right.
looking like? What is yours looking like, Karina? 2.
So between 2
Saturday.
and 3 is 1 and 2 our time. That's open. I can make it happen. I just push around my homework.
Okay, so 1 to 2, and that's 2 to 3 with you, Sabrina.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Okay, I'm gonna send the link out now so that we already have that on our schedules.
Okay. Okay. Alrighty.
All right, let's do that. Same. Tomorrow,
Marilyn, real quick, how long do you plan on those? Because we plan on 2 hours, but we have different parts. So how long shall we plan on kind of having that probably content, like 10, 15 minutes? Because, to make it kind of quick, and how long?
I think what we're gonna do, and we can talk about that during that time. It'll be a 2 hour, the full thing will be for 2 hours. But we want to kind of start wrapping it up. If we're starting at 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, we want to start wrapping it up about 6:15. Wrap up around 6:15, so we can start closing it out at that time. So I would say probably about maybe about a 20 minutes a piece, and that has a lot to do with 15 minutes of content, 5 minutes of showing them how. We take a little break in between, and we get ready to go into the next one. So if we do that, we got 20, 20, 20. That's an hour right there by itself.
Mm-hmm.
So in between that, we got, okay, so in between that, we got maybe 7 minutes a piece with show how or something like that. So we got 21 minutes with that. So we're already at 81 minutes, okay? Mm-hmm. And we're looking at what, not 120, huh?
You said, so 105 then if you wanna
so the number yeah, the number we're trying to get to is 105 time wise.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 60 minutes of content. Okay. Mm-hmm. We got 21 minutes of show me. So from that, we've got, let's see. So we got roughly 14 minutes of wiggle room. Does that make sense?
What is wiggle room? Sorry, you still have a German that sometimes doesn't know all the words.
Wiggle room is just in case if you run over 5 minutes, you okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. In Germany, we say puffer.
Okay, what? Yeah, we're gonna learn that word.
All good. No, but that sounds good. So we can prepare for that. And what I would suggest for them to tell them right in the beginning is already have your notes and panels ready to take action notes. you know, take that, because sometimes it's like we just take in the you know, notes, what we just get, but already that they have in their mind what I can, you know, from what I learned, what is an action step I can take from that, for them to directly have that mindset to come in with an action step for them.
Let's do this. Customer service is one of the things that's my thing. Let's provide them with some templates that's made up to where we can actually get that over to them. We can tell them to be prepared with your pad, all these kind of things, but to also have some little action items, some templates over there. When we send the email to them, once they register, that's going to be a part of it. You know, pull those notes. You know, we got some cute little things in there. You know, and this is a small, like a fourth of a summit that we're doing. So you're not having to do everything, but just getting them just those pieces of paper. Or you can just have it when you send out the message to them, or when I send out the message to them, I'm giving them instructions to say, hey guys, be sure to have your pads together. We only got, this is a small mini summit. So you got to get your pad and your pencil together, and let's be on time. Let's make sure to be on time with everything, all of that. So another thing, I don't mean to jump off subject, but that 14-minute wiggle room, that needs to be maybe about 2 to 3 minutes taken out of there with a little DJ that I want to bring in, music that I want to bring in, just to get the people in, you know, when we first started. So,
yeah.
And then we'll go directly into our, whatever our thing is, and we got to get it moving, you know, welcoming everybody in. And that's probably part of that little wiggle room as well. But we're going to have to really, really stick to a strong time schedule, you know, with this and all that. Another thing I would say, let's breathe in between our conversations.
Yeah, take us some deep breaths.
Because we have a lot of information and we're ready to pour it out. If you've noticed yourself that you've gone a long time, you probably have.
Yeah.
You probably can talk 10 minutes, don't even know you've been going 10 minutes. So I would say, kind of think about your content. If you have 3 points, how long do you need your points to be? 7 minutes? If you got a 20-minute segment, you need to have them 7 minutes, that point. And what I've been trying to do, I'm gonna put me a hidden timer on me.
I always have that.
Where it buzzes me.
Yeah. I always have that in my meetings in general. Whenever I have to do presentations, I always ask how much before, so I can respect that time frame and you know, so I would prefer that as well.
Okay.
I have a quick question. So you said we have 14 minutes of wiggle room. That'll leave like 10 minutes.
We don't have 14 now. We got about 11 because we got 2 or 3 minutes with introduction at the beginning.
Okay. So the 14.
We got that 15 minutes at the end that we have not used. We're not touching that just yet. Okay.
Okay. So if we don't touch that 15, then doesn't that give us 24 minutes?
Remember, we're gonna use that for incidental. If we gotta roll out, we gotta close it out at some time. So I want us to stay within that 105 minutes there.
Yeah.
We want to stay within the 105, but know that we do have those 15 minutes at the end, but we're using that 15 minutes to close out.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
And because there are some people, how do I go get that? Or what did Sabrina say her website was, and all that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
And just in case there's a Q&A also at the end, you want to give some room for that.
Okay. Sabrina, you have a website?
I don't really have a website, like, you know, how I connect with people, because for me it's more personal. Like I do, like, just let people, you know, connect via Facebook. Okay. Because people get to know, you know, or either Daniel, because, you know, we share some things there. We have a private Facebook group where we share all of our knowledge and content. But we don't, because I never really thought about doing it as like a service consultant. So I don't have a website for this particular, what we're talking about. I think this is just evolving right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's beginning stages in that, but I do, you know, like consultations. I had a call with Kitambra like yesterday, I think 30-40 minutes, where I just give out and, you know, like do consult. So yeah.
Sabrina?
Yeah.
Take some advice from me. Don't do that too much.
Yeah, I don't do it a lot in terms of, but it's often when people, when they're, for example, already customers with our concepts, then often I do that. But I think it's sometimes where I have to develop myself, first of all, what I want, what the clarity of it, right? Is what do I want to offer in future about that? So,
Well, I want you, I'm gonna be pushing y'all on that because that was my heartache. Don't do it too long. Find out who you are, what it is that you offer, all of that kind of stuff.
It's your gift.
Get it together. Find out what you're going to offer as gifts to other people. That needs to be a part of your budget for the year or whatever. But don't do it too long because people will pay for your services, but if you don't tell them that at the beginning, they won't do that. Because if you offer for free, I like free. I'm just giving y'all it's hard. I'm telling you, this has been the biggest struggle that I've heard from most business owners. They do not know how to price their stuff, and it's hard for them to charge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be dealing with that at the ending of our Master Dream Builders class. How do I charge? When do I get to that place? And what is to be given away? And what's to be just, see, if we don't know our worth, we'll give it all away. Mm-hmm. How you do one thing is probably how you do a lot of things. Give yourself away to many, many people. Too much, too soon, too fast equals what? Disaster. It equal broke. That's what it equals. It equal broke. And one of the things that God has placed among y'all, I have sat in y'all. Let me tell you, I stepped in a millionaire class the other day.
Hey, I see that for you. When you just said that. Yeah.
I dropped into a millionaire's class the other day, and it can't be too far from me because first of all, I wouldn't have even let my mindset to go into a millionaire's class. And the teacher is absolutely phenomenal. He's so down to earth. He is so down to earth, and he teaches on a level that I can catch it. And so y'all are going to be getting a piece of that millionaire's class. Now I want y'all to raise up your value.
Yes.
Don't take a long time to get there, y'all. I'm just saying. I'm listening to y'all. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Anyway, I gotta go, y'all, before my boss start looking for me.
Yeah, I have to go too. Sounds good.
I'm gonna send this out to y'all. I'm gonna send the link right quick for tomorrow's call, and then I'm gonna send the replay as soon as it downloads. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll see y'all later.
See y'all.
Bye.